take, my man. You got the floor. Let me hear it.
My biggest thing, the thing that I'm looking to accomplish is huge, and I've been told that several times, man. But I can't back down from it. It is what I'm supposed to do. So, in my mind, I have this whole thing arranged to where, to me, it fits. It just it flows in a way that if I had all of the resources, I could just walk out and just do it. Okay. I've been attempting to do what I'm doing for several years now, and I think that my biggest challenges are working with people that really can't help me. You know what I mean? It can help me when we do it, but putting it all together, getting everything situated, and it's something that hadn't been done that I know of. Okay, the only likeness that I do what I'm attempting to do is the movement of and one, and the situation that they had went global. So in reference to all of that, okay, where I am right now is I have my business up and running. I'm about to change it to North Carolina. I had it up and running for about 2 years in New York. I'm no longer in Georgia anymore. None of my business partners are there either, so I'm going to move it to North Carolina. What I've been attempting to do is get in contact with entities like the NBA, get in contact with some major players in business. With me not having the visibility and without me doing anything on the internet, and that's something that I've been listening to you say. I've really been missing the boat with that. I've been killing myself. So I am working on that as we speak, trying to get myself situated to where I'm transparent enough to where I can do that every day. And I know it's going to help me. So I'm listening to you.
Got you.
But the things that I'm having difficulty with is putting all this stuff together in a presentation of some sort, via either video, either I don't know, PowerPoint presentation, whatever it is. I have started a bunch of times, and I've put some things together that I feel comfortable with, but nothing matches what I can say. Nothing, the intensity that I can bring in doing it. So those are my biggest challenges, I think. Just being able to put a presentation together that matches the way that I can speak it, and being able to. I'm starting to understand, but just understand how I push this thing out there and still feel confident that nobody's going to take it. Now, you told me the last time I spoke with you that nobody wants to do what I'm doing. And so I should feel confident just speaking to anybody about it. And I do now. I really do. I don't think I'm doing, but I don't know. I just know it's a movement that's going to go global. And I've never had anything taken from me, and I don't want it to be taken from me either. So I guess I'm asking your tutelage with the presentation part, understanding. I am understanding business, sales as well on the internet. Trying to understand that now. I've been going about it the wrong way. I've been keeping people hostage on websites, stuff like that, without any value. And it's terrible. I feel terrible about it. But I'm just now learning. So ignorance was my now that I don't have that anymore, I have to do something about it. So I know I've come to the right place. I feel the energy between me and you, and anybody else that I heard participate with you.
Yes, sir.
I feel the energy of your whole staff. Anybody that I've talked with, I'm totally confident that I can get this done with you guys.
Yes, sir.
I'm humble enough to listen. I'm humble enough to do whatever it is somebody tells me I needed to do. As long as my spirit goes with me, I'm game.
Yep.
Because I went too much time.
Yeah.
Too much time.
Okay. No, that's perfect, man. I mean, you know, I always say I love the energy, and I'm glad that you have stop holding people hostage on your website without adding value to them, right? I'm glad you caught that. And the mere fact that you don't even need to have them on your website. Don't even need to have them on your website. You can convert them from anywhere. So we're going to I'm going to take you through a series of steps where I'm basically only going to talk about two things. What you need to do and your presentation. Okay, that's only two things I'm going to talk about. But what you need to do has about 8 or 9 steps in it. Okay, from everything that I heard you say. But you might, I'll just tell you, you might want to grab a pen and a pad, and then of course I'll make this available for you, but you can go back and watch it at any time. Okay. You most certainly, but take your time. Take your time. It's fun looking at your beard. It's okay.
Okay. I'm good now. Here we go.
Okay, you're good. All right. All right. Now, I'm secretly hoping that Puff Daddy buys the Panthers because, because I have not watched the NFL in 2 years, and I was a diehard NFL fan. But the reaction to the anthem, you don't want me. You can't have my dollars. That's just the way I am. Just the way I am with that. But if Puffy buy the Panthers, well, that would be my favorite team. It's never been my favorite team ever, right? Ever. So I'm hoping that. Shout out to P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Bad Boy. Take that. Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. Here we go, man. The first thing I want you to do, this step 1 is going to encompass. So step 1, you need to fix your social media. That's step 1, okay? I'm going to teach you how, and I'm going to tell you how and why. Step 1, social media. I'm assuming, I know you're on Facebook. Name me all the social medias that you're active on. Not on, but active on. Just Facebook, right?
Yeah.
All right. Your number 1 problem is that, and I heard it while you was talking, is your crowd that you're going to need to make this work is not on Facebook. Well, they're not only on Facebook. They're there, but they're not on Facebook. You know how you're on Facebook, we're on Facebook, but there's for entertainment or business, Facebook dominates our day.
Right.
Your crowd is not on Facebook. When you think about your crowd for a second, the people that's going to help your idea go viral. Well, actually, I tell you what, for the listening audience that will be here later, if we never did, we put them at the end credits of the movie. Tell them about your idea. You don't have to tell them everything, but tell them about your idea that you feel safe for millions of people to see. And let's go from then I'll tell you why you need to do everything you do. Go ahead. Tell us about your idea.
Okay, so you want to hear about the film?
Yeah, man. Give it to me, man.
All right.
Yeah. As long as you don't mind it on the internet, give it to me.
Hey, okay. So the name of the film is Mr. Basketball. And basically this film is about a young man that was brought up in foster care. And in doing that, he met a series of coaches that taught him this particular game that changed his life. It took him from being a player that always stood on the side to being one of those most sought out players in high school basketball sports. Okay. His senior year wins the state championship on a last second shot that catapulted him and his number 1 high school status to platinum. Okay. And on his ride home from this particular state championship, he loses the only family that he knew.
Gotcha.
And he also, in turn, was put in a coma for 18 years.
Wow.
After coming out of this coma, he didn't know life anymore, and he really didn't know who he was. So in learning about who he was, the only thing that was familiar with him was basketball, the love of basketball, the love of competition, the love of this particular game that he remembered somehow. And so what he did over the next 20 years or the next 10 years or so, he moved through different parks, different recreation, different places, and taught this game to every kid that would listen. In turn for that, he taught one kid who is Chris Paul, internet. I'm trying to get Chris Paul. But Chris Paul is a young man that he taught, that he took this game and he ended up being one of the top NBA players in the world.
Wow.
He wrote a book called Why I Made It, and he dedicated it to this man. When he dedicated it to him, this man was just all over the place, and he was never able to really get anything going on as far as basketball, as far as a job. But he saw this particular dedication in a book and realized who this kid was. How he saw that book, he was teaching a kid that did not want him to teach him. He was showing some kids something that was very honorary and very disrespectful and didn't care about what that old man wanted to show him, and ended up the older guy ended up scaring him, knocking him down, and he left his book. His father, in return, came in and put that older guy back in coma because he beat him up and he didn't realize what was going on. So,
right.
The premise of this film is this older guy, or this guy, his name is MJD, Malcolm Jamal Dominique. Its premise is about this man and his life and how basketball has helped shape his life, but it also helped him meet people like Chris Paul and a few others that he would never, ever have met before in his life. And it catapults him to teaching this particular game, teaching competition, teaching what it takes in sports, focus, confidence, all of the different attributes that you can get from team sports, and teaching that and showing people how this game can transform lives all over the world, globally. That's basically what the film is about. This particular guy and the entities that goes on around him in his life. It's a 2-part film. I have another film to follow with that. But the game that I speak of that this gentleman teaches Chris Paul is the game and competition that I'm attempting to get put in the NBA All-Star weekend. So,
gotcha.
So all of this,
and that is incredible.
All of this stuff is the introduction to the film. So I want to do all of this other stuff first. This Beat the Pro Tour, teaching this game, doing all of this stuff around it, and then have the film come after.
Right.
I know.
That's incredible. Now, what about your merchandise?
Okay. Merchandise. Right now we have.
Let me tell you what I'm trying to do.
Yes.
We don't know who's gonna hear this. Somebody may scoop you up. Yeah. Somebody may scoop you up from this. So I'm trying to let you plug yourself as much as possible. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, right now we have some T-shirt designs. Okay. Our major T-shirt design is basically going to introduce, and we want to be able to push out as much popularity for all players as possible. Now, there is a few select players that just are global already, but we are looking to push out. We are looking to push the knowledge of all of these players to these kids that are looking up to these players. There's several players, different regions of the country, from out of the country even, look up to these players because they came there. They're not superstars, but they're in the NBA, so they look up to them. We want to be able to have them rep their city, have the people that love them rep them on their T-shirt. But we're not gonna put their name on it. We're not gonna put any NBA logos or anything like that. It's just a number, and it is their number and the color of the uniforms that these teams have.
Right.
That's all it is. So we're not. If anyone gets upset, I'll be willing to do something with that for one of these players. What's the thing? One of the charities or something like that they would like to donate to. We would do that with that because we are implying that you know who it is. Okay. Yeah. That's the name.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So all right. Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there because I don't want you to tell them that part because the stuff you're gonna put over the number is so fly. I don't want them to have that part. Okay. There's a reason why, ladies and gentlemen, he have just the number on it because it's got some words over the number that makes it really unique and marketable. But we're not going to say it for the internet to see. Okay. There we go. Good. Okay. Now I have enough. Well, I already knew this information, but it's going to be relevant now. It's going to be relevant now when I start telling you what to do. Now for the rest of the audience who will look this year, next year, 10 years from now, it's going to be relevant. Step 1, fix your social media. Okay, let me tell you why. Think about it. When the NBA drafts players, they're from 17 to 22 on average.
Yes, sir.
On average. If you Kevin Durant coming out of high school, LeBron, you could be 17 or 18, just depending on if you had a summer school, a birthday in the summer or in the fall. It just depends, right? 17, 22. They're not on Facebook. Your avid fans of basketball, they're not on Facebook. You get it? I'm not telling you they're not on Facebook mostly. What we're going to have to do is build you a footprint in other places. Inside of step 1, let me tell you where you need to go. Okay? You're already on Facebook. You can't leave it. It's too big to avoid. Now, and in this order, okay, Instagram. Okay, you saw that one coming.
Yeah.
Instagram, Snapchat.
Okay.
Instagram, Snapchat, and then Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn. And then there's two new social networks you need to jump on that you need to try to get there first and make an impact. One is called Vero, Vero. The other is called Holonis, Holonis. Okay? Vero, Holonis. And they have Hollows. Ludacris is real popular on Hollow. And then Vero is the new network. Now, the reason I'm telling you this, I'm going to tell you why. Let's start with Instagram. Man, brother, Instagram. Hold on, did I mention LinkedIn? Because then you can do LinkedIn. Okay, good. You can do LinkedIn for investors, people who want. Well, let's break it down. Instagram is where your audience is, buddy. Period. Point blank. You see, I didn't even mention Twitter. Let's go ahead and put Twitter after Snapchat. Okay. Put Twitter after Snapchat. And I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I said Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube is what I should have told you. Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. And by Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, for you, I'm not saying 1, 2, and 3. I'm saying they're all tied for 1, like Harvard, Yale, and Princeton. Anybody else is fighting over 4th. You get what I'm saying? Like this, okay. This is what I'm saying. Yeah. Okay. Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. And I'm going to tell you why. All your audience is on these number ones I just told you. Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. Here's you. If you're not relevant on Instagram with what you are trying to do, see, I'm just now taking over Instagram. I had a little time. I shouldn't have took the time, but I'm not in media. Well, I'm not in entertainment. We'll wishy-washy that for right now. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a singer. I'm not a YouTuber or something like that. You get it? I'm not a comedian. I'm not a musician. So I had some time. However, me going for this great omnipresence, it's put me in a media spotlight. Now I must take YouTube, I must take Instagram very seriously because it's made me an entertainer, a different kind of entertainer, a motivational speaker that does stuff that no one else can do. And because I have this unique thing about me, I have to now take Instagram seriously because it's made me an entertainer in my own right. You get it?
Yes.
You are talking about movies and your audience, your Instagram age audience is already there. The people who are already following you, the people who know when the next trend is happening, they're on Instagram, not Facebook. It's a bunch of old fogey church folk on Facebook. Right. You get it? You need to be with the skateboarders and the skinny jean wearers, and they got tattoos at 14. You need to be over there. And you get what I'm saying? You need to be on Instagram as fast as possible. Hashtags work on Instagram and Vero. Anything else, it's just not really worth using, okay? Hashtag work on Instagram and Vero. There's the only two you really need to worry about hashtags on. What you want to do with Instagram is you want to put the hashtags in the comments. You can put a few on top for branding, but Instagram really relies heavily on comments. It's the only real platform the hashtags are still relevant, and Vero has the same power with hashtags. That's Instagram. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move towards Snapchat. Bro, your whole audience is on Instagram and Snapchat. All millennials is on Snap. YouTube has more millennials than anybody else. Instagram and Snapchat is right behind them. Okay? And who you dealing with? The people that are going to make you. Now I want you to write this word. There's two words down. It's a phrase. Social currency. Okay? Social currency. Curtis, I want you to get this. If I say nothing else brilliant, or if I say nothing else that you remember, people are only going to share what you're doing if it makes them. If it doesn't make them look cool, they're not going to share you. You feel me?
Yeah.
They're not. People only share what makes them socially current. You're going to have to make your idea cool for Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube. Okay. Period. Or you're not going to win. You're just not. And even if you, by chance, law of attraction, meet somebody that's going to invest in your idea, they're going to then have to hire somebody to do exactly what I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. Period. You want to be winning on Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. Excuse me. Well, you want to be winning on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube before you have to sell a big chunk of your company. Right. Because once you do it, someone like me is going to come in, and if you got all that together, then what I can do is you got a little negotiation power. But where you are now, I'm going to be like, I'm going to take 80%, you're going to take 20%, which isn't a bad deal if you're going to make $100 million. 20% of $100 million is $20 million. You walk off like a fat cat. You did all right. You get what I'm saying? And nothing wrong with that. You get it? Yes. But you want to do as much work as possible. On Instagram, do your best to get to 10,000 followers, because what it's going to have is a swipe up feature that's then going to allow for you to do what we call sales funnels. Swipe up will then take you to a site or something Therefore, you don't have to send people to your website. You can send them to your cart. You feel me?
Right, I do.
Am I breaking up?
No.
Okay, you got me. Good. Yeah. Good. So you want to your goal, but let me give you real goals. 100K on Instagram.
Okay.
100K on Snapchat. Now, when it comes to you, I'm gonna back up with Snapchat. But when it comes to YouTube, I don't want you to worry about subscribers on YouTube. Okay. It's the hardest platform to get subscribers to. It is. You have to be insanely socially current to get subscribers on YouTube. It's just hard. I don't want you to be afraid to get just one view. I want you to start, because what's going to happen is people are going to go back once you take off. People are going to go back and start sharing those highlights or whatever you're doing. They're going to go back to do that. And you want to be able to do that. You understand what I'm saying? You want to have that catalog there. And then on top of that, one view is better than none. Cater to your one person, and then convert them into two. And then you get two people, then you double it. And by the time you get to by the time you get to 18, you double that. That's 36. And if you do this 18 times, you're at somewhere like 18,000. Yeah. If you take one, in fact, I don't have my calculator, but if you take one and double it, if you do that for 18 times, you'll be somewhere about 13 to 18,000 followers if you just double your effort everywhere you go. And about the 10th time when you double your effort, you'll be somewhere sitting at about 256 or something or whatever. I'm doing this math in my head real quick. But then once you get to 11 and get to 13, it's going to jump. It's called compound interest. That's how I want you to focus growing your YouTube. Don't be discouraged that people are not going to follow you on YouTube. You have to be socially current. Does this make me look cool to share? Get it? Or does this make me first to share on my timeline? It don't have to just be cool. It could be, some cop done shot a black person. That's not necessarily cool, but it does make me socially current to share it first to my timeline of people. Get it? In the average thinker's mind. That's exactly the way it works. All right, let's back up to Snapchat. Snapchat is a tad bit differently. Speaking of Snapchat, I'll be Snapchatting here soon. I've brought it up over and over. Snapchat is when you take people behind the scenes. You're going to put out some good content, but what you're also going to do is you're going to take them behind the scenes, and you can just let them be real. You'll say, hey, Curtis, how you feeling today? Man, I'm feeling pretty good. We're getting ready to do this interview. You get it? How is life? Life is good because I got a great idea. Snapchat is a little bit different animal. It's not about the pretty pictures. It's about letting people get a picture of you that they can't see nowhere else. Feel me?
Yeah.
Let me explain to you. You remember Justin Bieber?
Okay, yeah. All
right. Justin Bieber was discovered on YouTube by this guy. I can't remember his name. What the guy did, this was nice, easy to find people on YouTube now, but this was when YouTube was first out. No one had ever been an internet celebrity and then actually had a fan base that would show up. Justin Bieber became the first one of these. This is what the guy did with Justin Bieber. The guy said, don't ever introduce yourself. That's what he told his parents, what he told Justin Bieber. Just start playing and singing, playing guitar and singing. When people looked at Justin Bieber, they felt like they were invited to something they weren't supposed to have access to. Mm-hmm. Get it? You see the psychological thing there? Mm-hmm. Yes, and that's what you want to do to people on Snapchat. Okay. You don't have access to this, but since I love you so much, let me show you the behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Got it? All right, cool. That's how you're going to do it. So you're going to attack your social media on these levels because your audience is on these other platforms. Gary Vee says it this way, although I've been saying it, but he says it louder and on bigger stages to me. It works. So I'll quote him. ABC, NBC, and CBS is Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat.
Okay.
And you need to dominate. What you need to do is you need to dominate the major stations now, because CBS is. I mean, they're going out of business. Actually, I'll tell you straight up, live TV wouldn't even be a thing if it wasn't for live sports. Live sports is the only thing keeping TV live. If it wasn't for live events, if it wasn't, no one wants to stream 3 days later the Olympics.
Right.
Because you didn't already heard about, you understand what I'm saying? No, you got Carolina Panthers. No one wants to see, when I get off of work, let me see the game. But because by that time, social media would have told you who won.
Right.
They would have told you, man, fumble. We won by a safety. You get it? It's ruined for you. So live events, social media, it goes with live events so you can share what's socially current on your timeline. If it wasn't for live events, nobody would be on live TV. Now, nobody like me. I have no cable. My whole house is prepared for the internet, and we stream everything such as Roku and stuff. Yeah. Get it? Roku, I'll stream everything. Your audience that you're targeting is the same way. And don't think that your audience is older, because they're not. The people in control of the NBA are older, but they market and get their money, sell jerseys to people much younger than you.
Right.
You get it? Yeah, their ticket sales don't come from old people. Their ticket sales come from the people on Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube.
Right. Okay.
You got it? All right. Now, the reason I told you to put it in LinkedIn, because you're going to put it in LinkedIn because that's where your investors are going to come from. I want you to think about Cube's 3-on-3 basketball. That's where you're going to find someone that's going to invest there. I'm not saying, as a collective, your audience is not there. But your prestige, the divine connection you'll need when someone says, man, I see what you're doing. I actually know the general manager of the Cavs. I don't know why I said the Cavs, but that's fine. Of the Cavs. Let me set you up with a meeting real quick, okay? All right, step 2. All that was step 1. Step 2. As fast as possible, I need you to find a publicist, and by publicist, I mean a publicist, not one of mine, a publicist connected to the NBA or college basketball. The reason, I have 2 publicists. The reason, and I'm getting ready to pay a 3rd publicist to do some other stuff for me. The reason I use publicists is because they have connections.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? They have relationships built that I don't have built. I need you to find an NBA publicist. I need you to be at the top of your list. I need you to add value to this person, befriend them, and then work your angle with correct motives of how you can get introduced to the right people.
Okay.
A publicist. A celebrity basketball player can do the same thing to you. All celebrity basketball, there's plenty of celebrity partners. I don't know if you watch Facebook. There's a guy, he's so funny too. Why am I? Famous Los. Oh, yeah. Just go to Facebook. He's a celebrity basketball player. I got a guy down here in my area in Houston. I'm in the Houston area. His name is Adrian Confusion Mac. He's also a celebrity basketball player. He's also a celebrity basketball. You're talking about N1, right? You're talking about Hot Sauce, all these people. The people who play and constantly stand next to NBA players in a celebrity basketball game.
Right. Okay.
Befriend one of the B-level. I got you. Befriend one of the B-level celebrity basketball players and say, hey, man, do you know someone that does this? They can say, yeah, man, the reporter down there, I talk to her all the time, man. I've been trying to holler at her for 3 years. She don't want to give me none. You right? You get it? You understand what I'm saying? And then that's going to be your relationship in the door. All right, you were going to say something. Go ahead.
Well, I reached out to, because the NBA All-Star Game is in Charlotte. reached out
All
to
right.
Charlotte All-Star Weekend representatives. Okay. And I got back a gentleman named David Miller, and
Good.
he is the director of corporate sponsorships. Okay.
Good.
So I've been dialoguing with him, hadn't gotten a particular scheduled conversation yet, but I have dialogue with him. He did give me pricing and things of that nature for being a vendor at the All-Star game it'll be February here in Charlotte.
Yep.
So what I'm attempting to do is set up a meeting. I'm going to fly to him. I need him to see the game because I give this game away. So I'm going to fly out wherever he is and have a luncheon with him and try to see if I can get this vendorship spot. Because if I can get a vendorship spot at the NBA All-Star Weekend while people playing my game and buying my apparel, I'm taking off from right there. Now,
that's right.
This is the All-Star Weekend. Okay, so they're a separate entity. This is what he told me. We're a separate entity from the NBA, but we host and bring in everybody so that they don't have to necessarily do it. So he was exactly the type of person that I need to talk, because I'm trying to take this, go to every All-Star game. With games, we just trying to do that. So God is aligning the stars, man, because how I got to speak to him, I don't know. But
His name is David Miller, right?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. What I want you to do with David Miller is I want you to become David Miller's friend. If you can't become David Miller's friend, you need to become David Miller's resource.
Right. Okay.
Get it? Before you ask of him, you need to give to him.
Right.
Get it? Yes. You're going to, hey, Dave, man, I understand that you're going to be in the area. You need an intern for the All-Star Week. You ain't got to pay me, man. I'll just come and help you fold chairs with your event. I'll put up the projector screen. You understand? Like, tell me what you need, my man. I just want to. You know what? I'm pretty good at photography. Maybe I could just follow you around taking pictures of your whole behind-the-scenes thing, Dave. Let me know. I got you. Get it? Because ain't nobody coming in his inbox like that. Everybody else is saying, Dave, I got this great idea. All I need is $150K. That's how everybody else is coming at Dave. Mm-hmm. You're going to come at Dave with no ideas. Your idea is going to be, Dave, okay, I hear you're in town or going to be in town in 6 months. What can I help you do for the next 6 months till you get here? And don't even worry about paying me. A relationship with you is far more important than money from you.
Right.
Okay? Far more important than money from you. Here are my skill sets. And then look at it. Here's an even better way. Look at Dave's social media. Find out where he's weak. Where he's weak, it may be a pain point. And when you see that pain point, you're going to say, hey, Dave, man, I'm one of your biggest fans. I spot you on social media. I noticed you don't have a vlog. And I got some cameras. I'm pretty good at video editing. Let me follow you around. I won't even charge you, man. A relationship is far more important to me to have with you than money. I just want to feel this need for you. Get it? And now that you do that, you have the opportunity to say, he's going to say, well, hey, Curtis, man, you've been good to me these last 3 months, man. Tell me what's your angle, man. And you're going to drop your idea on him.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
That's how you do that.
Yes, sir. I can
get it already. I know you ain't tripping because you're a servant at heart. Whatever it's gonna take to get you rich, you know what I mean? Yeah. Whatever it's gonna take, man. That's it, man. That's how you do that, man. Because everybody else, and I notice in my inbox right now, I get made on Facebook. That's my biggest. And I got nude pictures yesterday in my inbox from somebody from Brazil. You know, and then what I mostly get is 100 requests a day for money. Sir, send me $2 million. I got this great idea. I just need funding. Sir, do you invest in companies? Yeah, I do invest in companies, but I'm not fit to invest in yours. I don't know you. And the way you came at me lets me know that I shouldn't invest in you. Because you didn't understand the core principle. This is a core principle of the universe. You can't say, ground, give me harvest. You have to say, ground, Here's a seed.
Yes.
Then I'll get my harvest. Right. Earl Nightingale says you can't tell a stove, give me heat, without putting wood in the stove first. You got to give first. And if you don't understand that, I can't do business with you.
That's right.
Because I understand there's a level of awareness. There's levels to this, right? As young folks say, there's levels to this. And if you can't understand that you're doing business all wrong, we can't do business together. I'm going to go find the Curtis that's willing to fold chairs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get it?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I did. To get to this point, I took a very unlikely route to get to this point. I interned at Lakewood Church with Joel Osteen from 2012 to 2014. I still have a very good relationship with Lakewood Church with Joel Osteen. I paid for that internship. I paid $1,500 for that internship. Now, in fairness, they gave me all that $1,500 back because it went on every book I needed because it was a program. It went on the trips that we took. It went on the plane tickets. Like, I basically bought my own tickets. They weren't trying to profit off of me. You know, in fairness, it was just, if you want this, it costs this, but all the money goes back to you, right? It was one of those things out of respect for Lakewood Church. Shout out to Joel Osteen. But what I want to tell you is I folded chairs, bro.
Yes.
Real talk. Like, for real. And then I got cool with the John Bowmans. You don't even know who this is. He's Joel Osteen's one of his right-hand men. I got cool, and then I became the pastor, not the pastor of the men's ministry. I became a pastor in the men's ministry, and then they sent me out. They trusted me so much, they sent me to go do business for the men's ministry to connect smaller churches to Lakewood. And then I took that. I built 2 ministries in Lakewood that are still there today. And then guess what I did after that? I shared at the church side of me, and I said, listen, man, I build mega businesses. They say, what's your experience? I say, man, I've been running 20,000 men for the last 2 years. They said, well, I said with Joel Osteen. They said, well, damn. I said, yeah. And they said, well, come on over here. You understand? You get it? Never despise building them relationships. You get me? Yes. So in step 2, I want you to go find you a celebrity publicist, a NBA publicist, a celebrity basketball player, a David Miller, and I want you to say, hey, man, I just want to add value to you. You do it just like that, because you're going to burn your bridge trying to go right in there. Think about it, man. You didn't roll up on your wife, hey, I want to sleep with you right now. That ain't how you did it. Hey, roll up. You say, hey, man, you seem like a studious young woman. You didn't go for the gusto as soon as you met her.
Right.
So why would you do it in business?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, man. All right. Let me let you get some feedback right there. And I got step 3 for you. You got something to say right there?
Well, actually, no, everything that you're saying, it fits. It falls right in line with a lot of things I've been doing. I did not go after a publicist, though. I have celebrity basketball players. As a matter of fact, I coach with one of the celebrity basketball coaches. So he got players coming through all the time, know about it, because a lot of I've found too that whenever I tell a coach, a big time coach or a big time player, that about a drill that they don't know, they don't like not knowing it, or they don't like that I have something that they don't know about.
Yep.
And so you hit on the head about being first, about getting it out there, about packaging it the right way, pushing it out there. Hey man, I got it. Because
that's it.
This coach, he's been doing it for 30 years. He never heard of it.
Yeah.
I told him I took his whole gym over. So yeah, man, I'm right there. You're exactly right.
You're right there. Yeah. That's it, man. That's it. All right. So you got it, man. You got it. That's it, man. That's it. All right. So step 3, now that you did those 2, what you're going to do now is, well, I just had it in my, I just wrote it down so I wouldn't forget it. What you're going to do now is your presentation. Okay. I told you we're going to talk about 2 things. Now you got a couple of ways to do this presentation: video or audio, right? If it ain't video or audio, then it's print. You're gonna print it. I want you to do a couple of things, okay? I want you to appeal. This is what I'm gonna have you do. I'm gonna have you appeal to the major personality types. I want you to get you a little flip chart, and 8 by 10. You can get them made at Office Depot or something like that. I want you to have little squares, okay? And I want you to present your idea of step one like a flow chart. Here's what happens. Okay. And then, and I want that done in like 2 or 3 pages tops. 2 or 3 pages tops. I want this flip chart presentation to be 60 seconds long.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not talking about no college thesis and a dissertation that's 20,000 words. Your flip chart presentation needs to be 60 seconds long. You're going to say what, in fact, break it down in these terms. Get ready. You're going to say what you do.
Mm-hmm. Hello?
What you will make. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Wait.
I'm breaking up. You got me?
Yeah. I got what you do, and then that's when it broke up.
What you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What you do. What you need from them. How much they will make. How fast they will make it.
Okay.
And their total return on investment. You got 60 seconds to prove to somebody that just want to hear the solid data.
Okay.
In fact, in that step one, what you do, I want you to add what you do and who's my target audience. Put that together.
Okay.
So that's the first question. Who's your audience? I want to see I want to see a couple things if I ask you who's your audience. I want to see if that's an audience I want to mess with in the first place.
Okay.
Then I want to see if you did the due diligence to know your audience.
Mm-hmm.
Get it? If you're telling me 18 to 34-year-olds, okay. Which 18 to 34-year-olds?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Get it?
Yep.
18 to 34-year-olds in school. Right? You need to know. You're going to need to know which. Is 18 to 34-year-olds in low income? Whatever. There's targets for different things. If I was starting a low income clinic, if I was starting a free clinic, would I target 18 to 34-year-olds in a rich area, or would I go into a low income area? If it's a free clinic, I'm going to a low income area.
Low income, right, exactly.
Yeah. You get it? All right.
Yeah.
Now that you've done all that, that's your flip chart. That needs to be up. You need to have 8 by 10. You need to have little sections though. 4 on top, 4 in the bottom. That one page to do damn near your whole presentation.
Okay.
The next page is all about the person you sitting in front of. Period. The last page is about the product. Did you notice how I put the product last?
Right. I did.
This is what I do. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you why you're doing it. I'm gonna tell you why you're doing it in a second. The reason you put the product last is because someone like me, I just care about the numbers.
Okay.
That's it. I care about the numbers and a solid presentation.
Okay.
I'm not going to close the deal with you on this first meeting. I'm not going to close the deal with you in the first meeting. You want me to book a meeting from your meeting with me.
Right.
You just interrupted my time. You got 60 seconds to qualify for a meeting that you don't interrupt my time.
Right.
Well, I'm dropping some knowledge today.
Yes, sir. You are.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you feel me? You interrupted my time. I'd have looked out, or you rolled up on me at a restaurant or something, man. You got 60 seconds. Hey, Mr. Buffett, you mind if I take 60 seconds of your time? That is it. Boom. I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
You get it? Mr. Grant Cardone, 60 seconds of your time. Look, that's it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's it. And 60 seconds may even be too long, and you may want to drop that down to 30.
Yeah, I've heard.
This is what it is. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is what it is. This is what you get back. This is your return on investment. This is how fast you get it back. Here's the product. Boom. And you want to make a couple of those so people can take them with them. You feel me?
Yes.
Or at least have a digital copy you can send off to their assistant's email. But I would let them take it with them in the hand. And you want to put your contact information on that last page as well, on the front page too, like a cover or something. Okay. Then you go to Office Depot, you can get 3 holes in it, put some rings in it. You get what I'm saying? Put some rings in it. There it is. It's a flip chart. It's a little flip chart or whatever.
That's right.
You're talking about presentation. That's it, man. Something that you can easily duplicate. It's got your number. In fact, put your number on every page. Okay. Your name, your number, your email on every page, like a footnote, or like the what you call it, pagination. When you got number 1 at the top. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, do that. Do that every time. So then don't make them have to look you up. It's their inconvenience. Now, here's another way of, but when I say another way of presentation, I'm not saying these are mutually exclusive. I'm saying you need to do all of them. Okay. You need to do all of them. You need to go to Fiverr.com. Write this down. I'm gonna do it like the military. Foxtrot, India.
When you told me,
you know what?
You told me before, I'm already registered. I'm already a member. I'm looking at it. Good man. Good man. So since you're on the site, then good. What I want you to do is you're gonna go in the search bar. Then you're gonna in the search bar. You're gonna put in whiteboard. Put in what?
Hold on, real quick. Actually, you ain't gotta do that. You see, there's a tab that says video and animation. You see it?
I'm pulling up right now.
4th tab, right in the center. Okay, no problem. Yeah, video and animation.
Okay.
It says graphic designs, digital marketing, writing and translation, video and animation.
Yep, I got it.
It's a tab. All right, when you hover over that tab, the first thing is going to say whiteboard and animated explainers.
Right.
That's what you're going to go get one of those. Go find, just click on that. We ain't going to do it on this call because you can go through it now. What it is an explainer video, like the little cartoons. It's going to say, meet Curtis. Curtis is a basketball player. And he's gonna draw a little basketball player, but Curtis has a dream of a movie, and right, you're gonna write a little script, and you're gonna send it to a professional that's gonna do a voiceover and the script for you. And now what you're gonna have is a 30 second to 1 minute whiteboard explainer video explaining everything in that flow chart.
Okay.
Got me?
I've seen them plenty of times. I know exactly.
Yeah, I use them faithfully. They increase your conversion rate, but now guess what you can do? You can text, Bluetooth, AirDrop. If you got an iPhone, you can AirDrop someone to explain a video. You can send it to them in email. You can say, listen, just do me a favor. I know you're an influencer. Let me just put the explainer video in your inbox, in your DM, on Twitter, on Snapchat, on this, on that, whatever. You get it? That's 2 different forms of presentations. In front of you, now I got the video explained. You get me?
Yes. I can't write fast enough.
That's how you do it. My brain be firing off, man. My brain be firing off, and my mouth move just as fast as the brain.
Yes,
it is. Now what you're gonna do? Is you're gonna go for an audio version now. Feel me? or audio version. In the audio version, you need to make it a little clever. Ain't no sense in you sending the audio version to someone you can do. So you're going to do two things in the audio version. Thing number one, you're just going to have this professionally produced, and you can do it yourself, audio version of a 30-second explanation of what you're going to do. The return on investment, the same thing in your first flow chart, real quick, and then you're going to schedule an appointment. You're going to explain what you're doing, and at the end of the 30-second audio, you're going to schedule an appointment to talk to. You're going to say, hey, here's what I do, here's return on investment. Since you're interested, or since you're listening to this video, if you think this would be profitable, the opportunity, please email me, please text me. you want something, not text, because text is going to let people give you a personal cell phone number. Please email me at this, and it's going to be something real simple. Get it? 12345 at 123.com. You get it? Just like that. That's the audio version. Here's another version of an audio version. You're going to do the same thing, but then it's going to be music behind it. Now you're going to be able to throw that out just to people, period. Nice little dramatic music. Listen to it for 12 to 15 seconds. And then you're going to do your call to action for 5 seconds. Now it's a 20-second audio with the music behind it, maybe some hip hop or something. And then you'll be able to send that too. Period. And if they ask for more information, guess what you're going to send them? The explainer video. You get it?
Yep.
If they ask for more information, you're going to schedule a meeting. And then you're going to have a very detailed write-up with all that other stuff.
Okay.
Now, speaking of your detailed write-up, this is what your detailed write-up going to look like. It's going to answer every question possible. I want you to act like you're dealing with somebody like me. I am an intellectual. That means I can't move forward if I have gaps in my knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
That means I want all the information. Okay? I want to know who you're buying it from. How much do the chairs cost? You know, what state do the blueberries come from in the muffins? I need to know if this state has a senator that's tripping right now that's going to make, or it's the blueberries coming from California, because right now it's forest fires everywhere over there. It's going to make the cost of blueberries go up. Not that I'm scared. I just want to know it before you get it. I want to know all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
You're going to send all this stuff here. Okay, you're going to send all this in great detail. Then what you're going to do is you're going to send some links after that to sample some free trainings that you may offer, or some free trainings on how the basketball game works. Feel me?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Free trainings on how the shirts will go, and then some testimonial videos going to all be in there. And at the very top, for the other half of me, you're going to start off with a TLDR, means too long, didn't read version. Section 1 is this, section 2 is this, section 3 is that. So if I only want to know about the numbers, I'm going to section 3 because you told me section 3 is the numbers. Then I forward to my email. I forward to my assistant. I tell my assistant, read the rest of this and tweet it to me. It's something I say around the office. When I say tweet it to me, I mean break this long email down to 140 characters. That's what I mean.
Right.
Even though they went up to 240, I ain't got time for that. I won't be down to 140. You understand?
Right.
Cool. That covers all your presentation right there. It is at this moment, in this phone call, you have dominated your reality, sir.
Yes, sir.
And as for me, according to what you asked in the beginning, I'm done. If you ask more questions, I got you.
No, you gave me so much. And because I do have a lot of, I really don't have a lot of questions. Really, I'm about action now. You given me a lot to chew. And it's not like I don't want to come up with some questions, but I have so much that I need to do now to show that need to ask more questions because it's gonna put more stuff on me to do. Let me do what I do now and show you about my business, and then I'll have some more questions with that.
There it is, man. I can't wait to see what your explainer video looks like. It's going down. Yes, sir. One last thing, when you create a website, I want you, most importantly, to have a landing page. Get your own domain and have a landing page. For you, a landing page is going to do far better work than a website. Have your landing page linked to a website giving all that great explanation. But your landing page is going to have one purpose. And that one purpose is going to have one message. And that one message is going to convert. That is it. That's it. Your website is going to have many different messages.
Mm-hmm.
The landing page has one message, one purpose, that's conversion.
Okay.
That is it. That is it. That's why landing pages exist. You can thank Microsoft for inventing landing pages because that's who did it. Okay? That's who did it. Yes, sir. Well, I believe this was a pleasure, sir.
Oh, yeah. No, it was definitely my pleasure. Man, you don't know what you did to my energy. And I'm a brother. You hear me? I'm already an excited person. It's just you gave me what I needed.
Yeah.
I'm a lot like you, and I wish you could see my notes. It might not make sense to you, but I got it.
You got it.
And my thing is, I'm a Leo. All I need is a direction. Give me and I'm going to go get it.
Get it.
So all I got for now for you is just watch.
Yes, sir. I like it. I can't wait to brag about you on stage in front of thousands of people real soon, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Congratulations, man, on your super success. Yes, I really do appreciate you. And then we'll end this one. And when you need me again, just holler at me.
Okay. You know what?
All right, man. Thank you.
Yes.
All right.